So this is Euro Yen analysis for Monday, 2nd of July. Now let's just have a look at prices, where prices may likely go. So previously we did have prices trade below the 27.56, broke back above 27.56, brief consolidation, bull flag, breakout to the upside, headed towards the 129, had encountered some resistance around 129, had a brief pullback, had further consolidation before breaking that 129, heading up towards this previously identified area of this 129.45. Found resistance at 129.45, retested on a couple of occasions, and we've now seen a subsequent breakdown from its 129.45, breaking below the 129. From the breakdown from the 129, we've had a retest of 129, rejected, and we've seen the sell side momentum continue here on the euro against the yen. So we've had a series of, more recently we've had a high, we've had a lower high in and around key resistance areas previously identified, and we do seem poised for this. Well, we are having this current test of this 28.59. So if 28.59 does hold a support, looking for a possible move up towards that 129, successful break from which we're looking for a move up towards that 129.45, and if there is sufficient volatility to the upside, take us beyond the 129.45. The very next levels that we are looking at beyond 29.45 is up towards that 29.95, and beyond there in the coming days or so, possibly that 130.60. If we are to see a bit of a continuation of this recovery, even though we do seem to have turned a bit of a corner here. So here on the euro yen, we have a bit of a double top here. We've seen two tests and a failure, so we've got a bit of a double top, which is a bearish price pattern. Also appears it could be a head and shoulders pattern also. So we do have a few bearish patterns here on the chart, playing themselves out. So if we do not hold support that we're currently testing in around 28.59, if we fail to hold support and see that move upwards to the areas previously identified, possibly looking for a move down towards that 127.56. Fail to hold 127.56, the very next horizontal level of note beyond the 127.56 is a move down towards the 120, beyond the 127.56 is a move down towards that 126.84 here on the euro yen. What we'll do now is have a brief look here at the higher time frame, see how price have been developing. We'll have a look here at the monthly chart of the euro yen, and as we can see here, after having this strong persistent move to the other side with a bearish engulfing candle, brief pullback, further bearish, and let's re-enter the market, and we are currently having a pullback at present. So we'll see if this current trend that has been developing over the past couple of months continues, whether we will see a further recovery to the upside, or we will fail again and see the next leg down on the euro yen. More recently, of course, we've had our highs, a lower high, so we do have to be aware of that to see if we do fail, especially while encountering the 200 period moving average here on the monthly chart, which is currently sitting at, we've already had a rejection pretty close towards there, but the 200 period moving average currently sits in around at 30.78. So it's 18 pips above the 30.60, but 30.78, possibly that 200 period moving average on the monthly chart. What we'll do now is have a brief look here at the weekly chart, see how we are. So on this weekly chart, again, we've had our highs, pretty consistent sell-off all the way down towards this 200 period moving average on the weekly chart. Brief pullback, further sell-side momentum take us all the way down towards this 24.65, from which we have seen very strong buy-side momentum take us up towards that 200 period moving average, and we're currently oscillating around that 200 period moving average on this weekly chart. So we'll see whether we do continue to maintain the bullishness that we've seen more recently, or whether we'll have another failure and put in a third lower high and see prices head down towards the mid-20s here on the euro yen. And finally, we'll have a look here at the daily chart. So over here on the daily chart, we have our lows here. We have slightly higher lows, higher lows again still. Now, in the context of how prices were developing, even though it would have been somewhat counter trend, it does appear that we are putting in a somewhat bullish move here, especially after seeing this test, this long period of consolidation, and then this very large, what appear to be a breakout candle. But so far, ever since encounter resistance, we've seen a bit of a pullback. So we'll see whether the pullback takes us all the way down to where the move initially started, all the way down towards, I'd say, 127.56, or whether we can post higher relative lows and see this continued recovery here to the upside on the euro yen. And with that said, that pretty much wraps up the euro yen analysis. Thanks for watching.